Well, greetings, Sunday morning greetings. And do you know where I am? I'm lost. This is by our farm. This is an old railway bank. There was a railway into Devizes that was closed down in 66, I think, with Beeching. So there's no longer a train going into Devizes. I think it's something that maybe Sarah could do some research on. But this line from Devizes came past our farm, and I remember as a young child, 5 o'clock in the morning, hearing that steam train coming down, and the driver used to toot his whistle, let the steam off, and we would give him away because we were milking the cows. So that was back in the 60s. It was taken down, and I remember it being taken down. All the rails were taken down and all the stones, and that was back in 66. So Mother Nature has taken over. So all this is basically grown, been by nature itself. I'm a bit careful. I'm just going down this railway bank down there. It's quite steep. So if I disappear at any moment, you know where I am. So we're here, and there's lots of signs there. There's an old rabbit hole there, but it's not being used. There's cobwebs there, so it's not being used. But there'll be badgers and foxes here. I've seen signs of squirrels. Oh, gosh! Underneath this oak tree. But the other thing interesting was, as a young child, I used to come along here and we used to play. We used to slide down this railway bank, having great fun on plastic bags. There was no trees there, it was just grass. And it was a little bit of a playground for myself. And I started planting trees here, sort of random trees, like this oak tree here. I planted probably in the 70s. First climbing through the wilderness there. So a lot of this is being put in by nature, but some of these trees here have been planted by myself. But with a big playground for us. The part of the farm, oh no, I nearly fell over. So the railway was closed down, and this became redundant, apart from my playground with my friend Rich and other friends that come up here. But nature took over, and you can see some sets down here. Also foxes and badgers. Oh, got some nest boxes. This one's falling down. We'll have to pick that one up. So we're working our way back along. You can hear the busy jaw carriageway, which is only a stone throw away from our farm. But the nice thing about it is the fact that this railway bank keeps us very quiet at the farm. You don't really hear the traffic. And that's the main road into Devizes. And just across the other side of this railway bank is the canal. Ow! The thorns are getting me. So we're going through to another landmark here. Now when they took the bridge down, we had a bridge across a road called the Fish Bridge. And they dumped all the rocks upon here. Great big boulders. And here's one of them. And I remember when we were younger, when the girls were young, Cara and Sally Ann and Ellie, we would come up and we would have a picnic here. Obviously there wasn't so much shrubbery then, you could get to it quite easy. So I call this stone the rock of my daughters. So lots of memories here. And we'd bring my pet goat Pixie up here and we would have our picnic, look down at the farm. So we're moving along, and it's only sort of a couple of years ago that we opened this back up. My friend Paul Greenaway came up with his dad. He cleared a path. But our students have been busy. We've got an owl box up in the oak tree there. You can see that blue box. Olivia, one of my top students, who's going on to become a paramedic now. Beautiful young lady who came here and did her work experience here and came down and helped Saturdays and in the evenings. Now I'm going onto this platform, which again my friend Kevin helped made with the students. We never really finished it, but we're getting it done. But it's a lovely platform here. We can look over our farm, look over to where the sheep are, and then me and Caroline quite often come up here and sit up here and have a chat, put the worlds to rights and plan what we're going to do next. So you can just about see the stable there in our building, but we've got a lovely view. And obviously the plan this year was to turn this into a little bit of a forest school area and we got a slide down there. We cleared an area so we can slide down. So in the distance you see the plain, Salisbury Plain, and this is where the military do a lot of their exercises is there. So it's quite a distance away, but that is over there is the plain in Westbury. But this is a lovely place. If you're ever here, come up with a picnic, sit here. As Caroline can tell you, it's a magical place. You can see what's going on. We're going to move along a bit quickly along to this trail here. So Paul cut this out, and oh, I didn't show you down there, sorry. You can't quite see it, but there's a tree down there, a pear tree. I planted a pear tree back in the 70s from a little seedling I grew, and last year we had our first pears. I must go and check to see if there's any pears this year. So, so this little trail has been opened up. I remember a lot of stories I can tell you about my friend Rich coming up here, and he used to walk down to the farm every day to see me, and yes, lots of memories. But the memories around with the steam engines are quite big, really, because the steam trains used to go by, and I said they used to toot the horn as they go by, and people would wave at the carriages at the farm, and my dad would be there looking up and waving back. And this used to be all grass. There's nothing growing in here apart grass. And of course, it used to get very dry in the summer, and quite often the train driver would get a few hot coals and throw it down onto the grass. It would all burn off and keep it all clean, so we didn't have anything growing too much. Now, I missed it. You see what we got here. So this is our little wildlife camera I've just set up today. It's a magical little device, and so it'll pick up to see if there's any animals that come along here at night. Obviously it's picked up me. So, so good job me and Caroline not been caught here on our walks along here. So the children have helped keep this path now open. We put in nest boxes, and you can probably see that hole's been made bigger, and then that's a squirrel. The squirrel's been gnawing at that to make it into its own nest. And there are squirrels around here, and we'll probably capture some of those on camera as well. So you've got to remember, underneath here there used to be a railway line with lots of stones and the tracks on there. All the sleepers were taken down, and we're working our way back down to the farm now. It's such a lovely place to come and walk, apart from the noise of the traffic. The one thing we found through lockdown was the fact that there wasn't quite so much noise then. Not the traffic about, but anyway, I hope you give a sort of perspective to this magical trail. And we've made this path windy. I did it on purpose, because I'm always like a person, I like surprises, as you well know. And it's like, I want people to come along here and go round the corner and be able to see something a bit different. And that's sort of our plans at this project as well. So it's always having a little bit different. Now this is another tree that I planted. I can't remember its name. I'm going to call it Susan for whatever reason. It's a Susan tree. And this is some privet that I planted here as well. So there's lots of memories, a lot of planting. The strange thing about it, when I planted a lot of forsythia, the lovely yellow flower, and I planted, and someone came and took them all. Would you believe? All my little plants got taken. But of course the public can't really get to it now because it's so overgrown, and access is only through our farm. We don't mind people enjoying the farm in this trail, but obviously it's not nice when they take things. So here we are. This is my favourite tree, because this tree has become a seating place. So for myself and the students and Caroline, we can come up here, sit down and have a rest if we need one. So look at this branch has naturally come over and it's created this wonderful seat. Oh, it's part of me want to climb up there. I love climbing trees, maybe not so much now, but one of the youngsters always climbing trees. And there's some stories around that as well. So we're working our way back heading towards the main road, as you can probably hear. Oh, sorry about my hand's getting a bit tired there holding this camera up. So this will lead down to the dual carriageway, and there used to be a bridge called the Fish Bridge. Again, if you do a search on the Fish Bridge at Cane Hill, you'll see that the original one was shaped like a fish. So this leads all the way down to the road, but we're going to go down this little path that we've created with my students. Is something we've been working on. So there's a little walkway up here. It's a bit steep, so I could fall over. Chris, don't fall over. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. But we're working our way down. Again, Paul Greenway's put some ropes there to make it easier. So we're working our way down. But as a youngster, I used to slide down here, like I said, on bags. And I was swinging from that tree. And I think it's important for children to come and see places like this, because it brings out the child in everybody, having fun. And these leaves, when Caroline's here next, I'll pick up the leaves and I'll throw all over her. Or you, if you're all here. So that is always quite amusing. So we're working our way down. Slowly, quick. Ooh, not so slowly. Not so slowly. And we're working our way down to the bottom. Now, here I go. We're nearly there at the bottom of the road bank. And lots of good memories. So we're building steps. Then we're down at the bottom of the road bank. And we're only going along a little bit along here. But we put a trail. John Bodman came and cleared this with his digger. And the idea is that there's a footpath here which will take you along. So people who've got mobility issues don't have to worry about climbing a steep bank. And we've got a lot of path work to do here. So you can see the amount of work that we have to do, and the volunteers who come work with the students. Now the reason I'm bringing you here is because look, you see rocks. This is Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. There's some of these, like this one here, is a bath stone. Yeah, so this is a bath stone. Again, look it up, and that's filled up with lots of fossils. Now these bath stones came from the old bridge, and they were dumped at the top of this road bank, and me and my friend Rich rode all these down. The idea, I rode them down, I collected them, and I made a big waterfall from them. Now a lot of them weren't taken because there were so many, but they're still here, and my plans is that when we get our students back, and we will come and collect these and make another little mini waterfall in bridge, little fish bridge. So yeah, lots of memories along here. So we're not far off of where the donkeys. I'm going to go and just show you where we literally are. Oh, Chris! I hope you're enjoying this trip down memory lane, and obviously I'd love to hear your stories. And I hope that I can show you this, because it's one area that we don't really feature much. We don't have Wi-Fi here, but we've had animals escaping here. I remember Big Mac getting out here, and some of the cows coming out here. And we're coming out now into the bright light. Oh, I'm going to be dazzling you with my beautiful, beautiful white face. And you can see the farm in the distance there. And this leads up to our road to where we live. Of course, it's that time of year of autumn where we got lots of autumn fruits. And look, oh, look at that. You've got a beautiful butterfly on this blackberries there. What's the chances? You're going to go open your wings yet, please? Quish, I'm having some food. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, a fritter butterfly there. Loads of blackberries, loads of fruits. We've got blackberries, we've got sloes, we've got lots going on. So we're going to walk our way to Coco and Eli. There will be coming to see us. But I'm going to leave you with the beautiful blackberries and lots of memories there. So for me, my little butterfly, that's me there. I hope you enjoyed watching, and love to you all. Thanks for your support for me, Cara and Caroline and Ellie. We love you all. So it's goodbye. Au revoir.